comes down to this. We started with 8 of our trickiest players, but only 2 are left standing. Today, the Party Animals middle infielders face off for the ultimate crown. Chase Acuff versus Dustin Baber. Welcome to the championship round of the Banana Ball Trick Play Banana Ball Challenge. Bracket of March Madness Challenge. Also known as the dance. Welcome in, my friends, to the championship of our trick play bracket and the finale of this 3-game set here in Savannah. It is game 20 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. Chase Acuff and Dustin Baber are battling for trick play supremacy, while the Bananas and Party Animals fight for the series here this afternoon. Party Animals took the first 2 3-game sets this year here in Grayson, and with a victory today would make it 3 straight while evening up the tour overall. Ahead of our trip to Truist Park this coming weekend. Another full house in historic Grayson. A beautiful afternoon for Banana Ball here in Daffin Park. And we're so happy to have you with us in virtual Banana Land. Welcome inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. A tale of 2 nights so far this weekend. Friday night, the Party Animals dominated, and we set the single-game trick play record with 31 total trick plays. Last night, from the get-go, the Bananas dominated, won 3 of the first 3 innings. They won all 3 and just cruised from there on out.
And I think that the trend that we are noticing across these 2 games is that the teams that are scoring early are the teams that are going to wind up winning this game. They've had a lot of momentum that they've continued to roll with throughout the ball game, and it was a convincing victory for the Savannah Bananas last night. 6 points to the Party Animals 3, and they pitched their best game all season. Correll Prime was outstanding, and so were Gage Voorhees, Kyle Perry, and Austin Krasminski. So if they're going to win in today's ball game, they've got to continue to silence those Party Animals bats that have been very dangerous here in Grayson Stadium, as the Bananas are still looking for that first series win here in Grayson Stadium in 2025.
We'll be trying to do it against Brett Helton. The Nanners send Jared Donaldson out to the mound, and just like the ball games were very different on Friday and Saturday night, the ball games' effect on our trick play tournament were really a tale of 2 nights as well. We saw trick plays aplenty on Friday night, and then last night in our Elite Four, we only saw 1 trick play from our 4 combatants. Chase Acuff was able to eke his way into the championship. Dustin Baber got through because his opponent, DR Meadows, missed a trick play. So it'll be fascinating to see what Acuff and Baber can do today. We'll have them mic'd up later on this afternoon, and they're number 2 and number 3 on the tour in total trick plays. I think it'll be a very different ball game than last night.
Well, we saw in 2024 a couple games where they were pitted up against each other just for fun to see who would have more trick plays in the ball game. I bet it has a very similar feel for them in today's contest. And Biko, you mentioned those trick plays, the difference. 31 on night 1, 13 last night. Now, what really stood out and made the difference were we had 13 trick plays last night, but between the Bananas pitchers, they racked up 12 strikeouts against the Party Animals, and that's why you didn't see as many trick plays throughout last night's ball game for the home squad.
That's right, and of course 6 walk-offs for the Bananas does not help the Party Animals' chances at netting trick plays as well. That's a lot of opportunities wiped off the board, but the innings ended early. All right, the Bananas are finishing up their warm-up down on the field. It's extended pregame action here this afternoon in the world of BTV. We will let you see them finish this thing up. We'll have the Banana Baby coming and a whole lot more fun around the corner.
Waving the flag, the tallest man in sports, Dakota Stilts All-Britain. On the mound for his final position, he does it all, Danny Huxley. And behind the plate, wearing number 1, on the mic, myself, Bill LaRoy.
make some noise for your Savannah Banana!
You hear that noise, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time to get those spirit fingers high in the sky. Both hands, spirit fingers high in the sky. It is time for a bananas tradition here in Banana Land. A tradition that's brought us 4,201 wins. A number that is completely made up. Please make some noise for tonight's Banana Baby, Hunter! Hunter is 4 months old and sleeping like a baby right now. Getting her beauty sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise one more time for tonight's Banana Baby Hunter!
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, coming out of left field, they're the wildest, craziest, sexiest, most outrageous group of animals you'll ever lay your eyes on. And they're here for just one reason: to party! Here they come! Let's hear you roar for the party animals! And now the starting lineup for the party animals. Leading off in center field, number 6, Reese Hampton. Batting second, number 12, Noah Fisher. In the 3-hole with X on his jersey, Jake Skull. In the cleanup spot behind the plate, Andy Cosgrove. Playing shortstop wearing number 11, Chase A-Cup. The designated hitter, number 8, Bryson Bloomer. The extra hitter, number 4, Tanner Tinder Thomas. Manning the hot corner, number 20, Sal Jacobo. Wearing number 9, batting 9th, Dustin Baber. And at first base, number 4, Jason Swan. And on the mound for the party animals, number 10, Brett Melton. The party animals are coached by Mike Vasis, Thomas Sim Shady Simino, and Anthony Ayudo Coramalo. Ladies and gentlemen, the party animals.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing some bananas power to the plate. His name is Nolan. Nolan is 6 years old, and he's attempting to hit a home run against these party animals. So can I hear some noise for my dear friend, Nolan? He's digging in the box. He's ready to go. Facing Party Animals pitcher Brett Helen, who winds up, throws the first pitch. Right by him for strike one. Brett, he's only 6 years old, man. Take it easy. He's calling him short. What the heck, man? The count's 0-1. Here comes pitch number 2. And a great take. He said he's not swinging. He's not swinging to that nonsense. Throw him a strike. 1-1. Boom! Oh my goodness! That's a foul ball! Nolan, come back! Nolan says he does not care about the rules of this game. He's rounding first. He's rounding second. He's rounding third base. The Party Animal, whoa, he's grittying. He's grittying home. He does not care about the rules. And he's gonna do the work. What is happening? Are there any rules in this game?
It's an all-time performance from the home run hitter. And now let's get our 11 rules of Banana Ball.
The name of the game is Banana Ball, and this is the fastest, most entertaining game in sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of Banana Ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, there is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, if you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. It becomes a ball for sprint until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. In Banana Ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the Showdown Tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings or when time expires, it is pitcher versus hitter with one fielder, and the hitter has to score. Rule number 10, the Banana Ball Challenge Rule. You, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the Golden Batter Rule. A team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of Banana Ball.
The most fans first rule of them all. Savannah, I hope you brought your gloves tonight, because if any of you fans catch a foul ball in this game, it counts for an out. And those are the rules of Banana Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for a little competition between the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals, who are wearing their Sunday best today. This is called the water balloon relay race. It works like this. The teams are stretched all the way out into deep center field, and each of them has a bucket filled with water balloons. They will begin tossing it, and it has to make its way all the way back here towards home plate, where they have a hitter who must successfully hit and smash the water balloon with the bat. The first team to successfully complete this will win. If a water balloon drops, or if the hitter strikes out, they have to continue and start all the way from the beginning. All right, teams, are we ready? Then on your mark, get set, go! Oh, we gotta start from the top. A lot of distance to cover, a lot of ground to cover. Soft hands, fellas, soft hands. Party Animals in the lead. Soft hands to Swan, soft hands to Fluke. He's coming in hot. Big swing coming in from Jake Skull. Does not get it. He has to start all over from the top. Prim throws it. Ty Jackson misses. Oh, no! We got a clean start all the way from the outfield. This is anybody's game. Swanee's got it. Fluke's got it. Throws the rosin back. Up. Bang! Skull and the Party Animals take the water balloon relay.
Second time's the charm for Skull and the Party Animals. Let's take a look at our trick play bracket that has been going on this entire weekend. Acuff, the 1 seed in the Grayson region. Baber, the 2 seed in the Savannah region, meet in the championship today.
Yeah, and these guys have been a little back and forth when it's come to the team lead in trick plays this season. Right now, Acuff certainly has the edge thanks to a 6 trick play night on Friday. But regardless, it's going to really come down to the opportunities that these guys get. The Bananas lineup a little more skewed for the right-handers, so that looks good for Acuff today.
Well, for more from the guys, let's get it on down to Bam Salmon.
Yes, thank you, Biko, Josh. We're here with the guys, the finalists of the Banana Ball Trick Play Banana Ball Challenge Bracket of March Madness Challenge. Guys, you've made it to the finals, and it's amazing. The numbers you put up yesterday, I can barely count on one finger. 1 trick play between the 2 of you guys yesterday. Chase, I'm going to start with you. 1 trick play, only up from there?
Only up. I just showed that I wasn't afraid to try a trick play, unlike my counterpart, who got a ground ball yesterday and didn't even try.
Baber, you came in with 0 trick plays yesterday. Could you do worse today?
I could miss one like Reese did yesterday.
These guys are locked in. So the middle infield for the Party Animals. Are you guys going to be stealing balls from each other? Whoever grabs the mic first can answer that.
I'm not going to cover second base. If there's a double play ball, he's got to take it himself, and I'm expecting the same from him. So we're a team, but it's a solo game today.
Guy.
I want it to be known, no matter what, it's a Party Animal victory. That's all that matters.
Well, guys, it's a house clearly divided here in the finals. Only one of them will walk out.
Is your name Sam or Bam, whatever it is?
Yeah, Big Josh, I should probably get it back to you before things get carried away.
All right, thanks. Good. Creative transition out of that one. A lot of creative stuff from Baber and Acuff as well. Thank you, Sam. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. Brett Helton against Jared Donaldson this afternoon.
Yeah, really fun pitching matchup. Brett Helton's continued to be the guy getting starts on day games for the Party Animals. Is still trying to lower that 4-minute and 54-second average MPI, especially considering this is the guy with the most sub 2-minute innings in Banana Ball history. Just needs to work a little quicker early on in 2025. And for Jared Donaldson, he is getting his first start since February the 8th of 2025. Got lit up by the Party Animals, but here in the month of March, he has been phenomenal. A 1.80 ERA and averaging 3 outs in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. He's been quick.
Yeah, he has that outlier outing in Phoenix where he gave up 10 runs across 2 innings. It's just an absolute bomb to the earned run average. Outside of that, Donnie's been one of the best pitchers on the tour.
And he's also been inducing a lot of trick plays. We saw in Raymond James Stadium, Jared Donaldson, the 1 inning he threw, he induced 3 trick plays. They were all 3 of his outs. So if the splitter specialist can keep the ball on the ground, that's going to be very advantageous for the Savannah Bananas and their defenders behind him.
And as you said about Brett Helton, he has not been where he wants to be in the MPI department early on this year. He's got the pedigree. He's a former Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer, spent 4 years in independent professional baseball after that. This is his 3rd World Tour. He's one of the all-time pitchers in our sport. He's got a great mix. He's just got to find the zone a little bit more.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The ball four sprint rate has jumped up here in 2025, and the strikeout rate has dipped just a bit as well. Of course, he's always pitching to contact, but he's got to continue to stay dialed in that strike zone.
All right, we're going to have the fans getting rowdy here. Come in, we'll get it on down to Zion for their warm-up.
To get ready. So I need all the fans on your feet. All of Grayson Stadium, please get on your feet. Stand up. Stand up and please help me welcome out to help you get ready 5-year-old Kylie. All right, Kylie, this is very important, okay? Whatever dance moves you do, they all have to do, okay? Whatever dance moves you do, they all have to do. You ready, Kylie? Yeah. Here we go, Kylie. Let's get them started. Let's go. We're clapping. We're clapping. Oh, she's getting the energy started high. I love it, Kylie. Here we go. Oh, we're twirling, twirling. Bring it around town. That's right, Kylie. Big SpongeBob fan, I see. Oh, we're waving. Wait, hey, wave it like you just don't care. Oh, wait, what? Where did you learn how to? This is a throwback move. Is that the stanky leg? Stank. Kylie, you're awesome. We're stanky legged it out. We're getting fit now. Some jumping jacks, getting the players ready. I love it. Now we're clapping. Oh, we're clapping in. Kylie, look around at what you have done. Everyone is now excited and is ready to start this game. Let's hear it one more time for 5-year-old Kylie.
Well, heck of a job by Kylie. Got the fans moving and grooving here in historic Grayson Stadium. Nice scoot there by Maggie at the end as well. Now the young professor strutting out to the mound to get us all fired up. And of course, be prepared to lend him your voices for just a little bit here.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, today, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the Crucible, where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another day at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for every single person here at historic Grayson Stadium to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in the sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
It is time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off the center fielder, number 5, DR, the Doc Meadows. Batting second, the DH, number 19, Dan Oberg. Batting third, the catcher, number 3, Eric Jones. In the cleanup spot, number 15, we call him Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz. At shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox. In right field, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiani. At third base, number 4, make some noise for Kyle K.J. Jackson. At first base, number 11, Correll Price. At second base, number 8, he's our greatest showman, baby, Jackson Olsen. And the extra hitter, number 7, Ty Two Fly Jackson. On the mound for your Savannah Bananas today, it's Donnie Day, Jared Donaldson. Your Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horton. Fans, please rise and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of today's national anthem, please welcome Callie Addison.
Oh, say, can you see were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Callie Addison.
You are watching Game 20 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour, and it is a glorious day for it. Reginald Horton and the Nanners going up against the Party Animals. The Bananas 10-9, looking to win their first series here in Savannah this year. Their third try against the boys in black and pink. 71 degrees and sunny. Couldn't ask for anything better for this rubber match. Let's take a look at the Party Animals starting lineup. It is the usual suspects through the first six. Reese Hampton, Noah Fisher, Jake Skold, and Andy Cosgrove cleaning it up. Chase Acuff and Bryson Bloomer. A switch up though in the bottom four. Tanner Thomas elevated from the 10 hole to the 7 spot. Then Sal Jacobo getting a start in the 8 hole. Dustin Baber and Jason Swan back in the 10 spot.
No one's collected more hits in Grayson Stadium this year than Andy Cosgrove, who has multiple hits in 5 of his last 7 for the Party Animals. And even though Tanner Thomas has been on a little bit of an offensive decline, he gets the bump up in the order because he's had great success against Jared Donaldson this season. He is 4 for 7 against the splitter specialist.
And a nice night at the dish last night for Thomas. A pair of ball 4 sprints, 0 for 1 on the ball game, but you reach twice. Coach can't complain with that. Jared Donaldson, as we talked about on the pregame show, 1 horrendous outing. Outside of that, he's been pretty terrific, especially here in March, where he's only allowed 1 run on 1 hit in 5 innings.
Yeah, it's been really impressive what we've seen from Jared Donaldson. If you take away that outing, like we talked about, where 10 earned runs were allowed, Jared Donaldson would have an earned run average below 5 this season for the Savannah Bananas. He's worked awfully quick, has a 3-minute and 10-second average of minutes per inning mark here in the month of March, and opponents are batting .303 against him this season.
All right, let's take a look at the defense behind the pride of Albany, Georgia. In the outfield, left to right, Ty Jackson, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. In the infield, third to first, Kyle Jackson, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Carell Prime, while Eric Jones Jr. is behind the dish.
It's always fun to see the Jackson twins in defensively for a ball game, but you got to keep your eye out on Ryan Cox in today's ball game, as he plans on playing 9 different innings with 9 unique gloves on the field, and he starts today wearing his clean slate glove, which is all white. It's a beauty.
Yeah, it is all white because it can have all kinds of signatures from fans on it across the tour, but currently literally a clean slate. And if the folks at home notice, the Party Animals all wearing some bow ties today. Said it's because they're in their Sunday best. Nice reception there by Coxie and Olsen at second. Let's start this clock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready to get this game underway, then when I count to 3, I need everybody here at the top of their lungs to scream out, "Start the clock." Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
Good juice from the crowd here in historic Grayson Stadium. I think I heard a couple of you folks yelling "Start the clock" from around the globe as well. Here's Reese Hampton. First pitch, bounces it foul. Got the splitter from Donaldson. That's his best offering. Sits in the low 90s with the fastball. Will work in a slider as well. Primarily a 3-pitch guy.
And hopefully Donaldson going to get off to a hot start, much like Correll Prime last night. Prime with a sub 3-minute first inning. And right now, the top 3 in the Party Animals order are batting a combined .238 against Donnie this season. So it's actually more advantageous than you'd think.
Hampton, the leadoff hitter for the 20th time this year, every single ball game. He's been at the top of this lineup, only hitting .210, but it's the guy who's used to long seasons in the minor leagues and the Atlantic League after that. And he strokes that one deep out to right. Alexiadis is going to play it off the wall, just a couple feet away from leaving the yard, and it's going to be a long single for Reese Lightning.
That was a laser beam off the bat of Reese Hampton. Didn't have the height to clear the right field wall and hit so hard that it was straight to Alexiadis, who played it perfectly to hold Hampton to just one base to start the game as Fisher lines the first pitch into center field. D.R. Meadows, a tip drill and a catch. That's the first Bananas trick play of the afternoon.
Well, the doctor eliminated from the trick play bracket yesterday. Only had one put out in the field, did not nail a trick play on it. Acuff able to take him down with his one trick play performance. Advanced to the final against his double play partner. Ball and a strike here on Jake's goal. That first pitch was called a strike. And this one, a soft bouncer. Prime attacking, will flip it to second, and Cox can't make the snag. Hampton's gonna get to third on what at first looked like an E6 to me. Not the best throw in the world, that's for sure. Getting a look here. You might say that it was off the turf, and maybe scoopable. Kind of a tough scoring decision.
I originally leaned E3, to tell you the truth. I think we just should have seen a better throw there for Correll Prime.
We'll put it on Primeable. K-Jack to second. What a stretch and toe drag from Jackson Olsen. Saves that throw from going into right field. Cosgrove will grab his tour-leading 28th RBI. And the Party Animals with a chance for a point here in the first. We'll celebrate the run scored with a little party rock.
That error will come back to bite the Bananas early in this ball game. For the boys in black and pink, good momentum early in this ball game. Like we've said, the teams that have scored often and early in this series have been the ones coming away the victor. As you see, Sean Fluke and Brett Helton showing off the chest. Fluke's got the PA on one of the biceps.
Mark Smith hustling out will take the spot of the Party Animals catcher over at first base. So here in the first inning, we see the designated runner for the boys in black and pink, who can pinch run one time every trip through the order. And a 0-1 count here on Chase Acuff. Having another banner year, pacing the team in trick plays. And he brought the bat once again. Holy moly. Thing to the backstop. Smith will take second on the wild pitch. So a runner in scoring position for the 2021 Coastal Plain League Banana, and that's another one to the turf. Smith is going to get third on back-to-back wild pitches.
Well, that's what comes with throwing the splitter. It's going to try and sink there in the dirt, and the turf just adds an extra skip that Jones Jr. has to account for. Nonetheless, Donaldson bears down, finds the zone as Acuff grounds it to third base, and the out recorded by KJ Jackson. Through one, Party Animals have an opportunity to claim their first point of the ball game.
K-Drac with his 24th trick play on the tour. And Donnie does a good job limiting the damage to just that. It's an unearned run against him because of the E3. And strands Mark Smith at third base. Could have been worse. Bananas and Party Animals bringing roses to the crowd. Let's take a look at the Animals' defensive alignment. Left to right in the outfield, it's Fisher, Hampton, and Skoll. Third to first in the infield, you see Jacobo, Acuff, Baber, and Swan. Well, Cosgrove is handling the catching duties.
When this trick play bracket challenge, our finale is between the Party Animals middle infielders, Acuff and Baber. It will be interesting to see the opportunities that each of those two guys get, and if they even try to combine for any double trick plays in today's ball game.
Let's zoom in on the man at the middle of it all, Brett Helton, the pride of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Not the numbers he is accustomed to early on this tour, but a guy who can always throw up a ton of zeros when he's got his A+ stuff.
He's making start number 7 this season, owns a 1-2 record, and for Helton, more sprints than strikeouts, which is awfully surprising. Usually has a sprint percentage less than 5% right now. It has risen to 8.3 to begin his 2025 campaign. It has a 99 ERA+, so has been right around tour average so far this season.
And as per usual, DR at the top of the Bananas lineup, followed by Oberst, EJ, and Rack. And he's swinging early, got himself a knock, 1 pitch into the afternoon. There's a reason why he is always at the top. Hitting .339, reaching base at a .429 clip, a perfect 6 for 6 in stolen base attempts. He is your prototypical leadoff guy, can't ask for anything more.
It's only his 3rd hit here in Grayson Stadium this season, but DR hopefully starting to swing the bat better as Oberst attacks the first pitch from Helton. And that one will drop into center field. Jake Skoll sliding in, could not handle the banana ball. And quickly, 2 pitches into the bottom of the first, 2 on for the Nanners.
Danny Barrels now with a hit in all 3 games this weekend. To 202 on his illustrious 4-year Banana Ball career. This is his 7th year overall in Banana Land, going back to the CPL days. Now EJ steps in, and Brett drops down. Nasty changeup from the sidearm slot. Ahead 0-2, Helton mostly throws 5 different pitches. 4-seam, 2-seam cut fastball, changeup, and a curve. Drops down again. I think that was a knuckleball. Did not end up where he wanted it. Still Helton's count though. 1-2. Ah, wow. Nice 2-seam. Got in on the hands. EJ fights it off.
Well, you slow down EJ so much, even throwing one outside of the zone, you're able to come back with the heater inside that Jones Jr. was forced to try and battle off foul and did so successfully.
Meadows dancing off second, Oberst off first, another 1-2, this one bounced to short. Acuff bounces it to Baber, who cannot connect on the snag there. Would have been a trick play for Chase, who says, my bad, bounced it too close to him, kind of gave him a short hop. That'll be a trick play missed for the Party Animals starting shortstop.
That could wind up looming large if these guys result or find themselves in a tie at the end of today's ball game. Trick play scored the first tiebreaker, but trick plays missed the second. Robert Anthony Cruz hits this one all the way off the center field wall, and only 1 run will plate for the Bananas, who thought that Reese Hampton had a beat and was going to hunt that one down.
Meadows scores the inning tying run. Oberst stays put at third, representing the inning winning run. It's a guy who's been under the tutelage of Tyler Gillum for 7 years now, just mentioned that. Gillum's been the head coach the entire way for Oberst. Still getting some teaching over there at third. Shallow fly ball. Skoll's got a cannon, and Dan's just gonna deke the tag as Swan cuts off the throw home. That's a huge second out. Takes care of Cox, who's tied for the tour lead with 9 walk-offs. Now the fate of the frame in the hands of Reese Alexiadis.
That's only out number 1.
No doubt about that. Trick play missed. Reason why there are not 2 down. That one gets the bottom of the zone. Chris Walker, the home plate umpire. Vincent Chapman, for the first time this year, umpiring on the bases, rather. He's handling the duties at third. With Seth Markham over at first, Andrew Bartman at second. Corners are in for the Animals. Weber and Acuff trying to twist it up the middle.
Reese is still yet to collect a knock with a runner in scoring position this season. Has the opportunity here and laces it over the head of Dustin Baber in right center field. The Bananas, much like they did last night, respond yet again to the Party Animals scoring in the top half of the inning. And they get the first point here in our rubber match.
Well, Bananas up 1-0, 1 inning in. A reminder that the time is nigh. If you want to get involved on Bananaland at Sea, coming February 9th through 13th, 2026, we'll be cruising out of Tampa Bay, heading to Cozumel, Mexico. And as you can see by the video here, it was an unreal scene. From dawn to dusk, all sorts of entertainment, and so cool to get to see so many fans so often. I mean, it's not a big ship, about 2,500 fans and members here of Bananaland. You run into everybody multiple times throughout the week. A lot of good conversations. Just so cool to put faces to names of so many folks who we've seen in the comment section here in the BTV world.
And the players, cast, characters, they all were involved in different things you could do. Nail painting sessions with players. Princess Potassia was making bracelets with fans, and it was a swell time. We, of course, got to be a part of hosting some trivia.
How about this, an oldie but a goodie? A little Pie Your Dad. This one predates Biko in Bananaland. It's been going on far before 2020. And we'll let Young Prof finish it up.
Banana ball. Do you want the banana ball, Dean, or do you want to pie your dad? He wants to pie his dad. So for a 3-piece and a biscuit, he pied his dad. But you know what, Dean? You did such a good job, and your dad is a whole mess here, and you're a little messy too. That you know what? I'm going to give you the bat, the shirt, and the ball for your troubles. Give it up for Dean. He is our winner here of Pie My Dad.
Well, fun stuff, and a good note by Josh there in that bottom of the first inning. I saw the comment from Jonathan Taylor on the YouTube broadcast wondering if there's a penalty for a failed trick play for Acuff or Baber. Josh talked about it. I just want to hammer it home again. The number one criteria is the most trick plays, as Bryson Bloomer has himself, a 1-1 count. Late strike call there. If they are tied at trick plays at the end of the afternoon, then it will go to trick play difficulty, which is scored on a ranking of 1 to 3. And if they are tied after that, then it goes to trick plays missed. Of course, whoever has less will be the champion. And if that is equal, then it goes to total trick plays on the tour, which, of course, the final tiebreaker, Acuff will win. Comes in with 42, Baber 34. Number 2 in 3 overall here in 2025. And a payoff pitch coming to the Boomer. Fastball, called strike 3, bottom of the zone. Pitcher's pitch, Donnie's first punch out of the day.
Well, you had to feel with Chris Walker not immediately throwing up 2 arms to Bryson Bloomer and the Bananas defenders. That was going to be a strike 3 looking, catches the inside corner. Even Eric Jones Jr. knew that one as he went to go celebrate with Donnie. And surprisingly, Bloomer's 3rd strikeout in this series in Savannah.
Now Tanner Thomas with a 2-0 count on him as the splitter misses. And to the fastball to get back in the count. Thomas, the extra hitter. Half day off here on this Sunday. And there's the splitter served the opposite way. Jackson retreating. And tie behind the back. He had no idea where the banana ball was. It's in your glove, man. Spikes that thing coming in. And thanks the heavens he nailed the trick play.
Well, you saw him backpedaling in left field at the last second, decides to go behind the back. Yeah, completely tried to fake out the Party Animals and his defenders, dropping the ball. And no, instead Ty drops to the ground and kisses that glove that preserves the trick play out.
It's like he just won the Indianapolis 500. Just sub the glove in for the bricks. Ball and a strike here on Salvador Jacobo. And a check swing, snagged by Donnie, flip it between the legs in time. Donaldson gets his first trick play of the tour. And an easy breezy 1-2-3 top of the second.
And that's exactly what we've come to see from Jared Donaldson here in the month of March. Quick inning for the right-hander. It's recorded in 2 minutes and 33 seconds.
And we're talking some banana ball basics here in the middle of the second. Standings time. As we talked about on the pregame show, the Bananas just one game better than the Party Animals with 19 contests in the books. And we get a look at some of the numbers behind it. The Bananas batting average, far better than the Party Animals. But everything else pretty darn equal. Home runs tied at 19 apiece, ERA competitive, MPI close as well. And the crazy one, Party Animals just 3 more points earned than the Nanners.
Yeah, it's been surprisingly close. The point differential is obviously what shows that, and it just proves that banana ball games are always coming down to the wire regardless. Reason you see the Bananas batting average a little better than the Party Animals, just fewer plate appearances and at-bats due to walk-offs and being the home team. But the Party Animals have outpitched the Bananas this season. It's been very impressive stuff, and honestly, pretty close all in all when it comes to trick plays from a rate basis this season, as so far, 19 games into the tour, these two teams are averaging 21.7 trick play outs per game.
Yeah, and yesterday was the poster child for why it can be so tough for the away team to out-trick play the home team, like the Party Animals actually did do on Friday night. They had 18 trick plays to the Bananas 13. But last night, with the Nanners erupting for 6 walk-offs, winning the game 6-3, Party Animals pitchers only got 12 outs. They only completed 4 full innings in total. So you just do the math. Normally you have 27. That's what the Bananas defenders had opportunities-wise. The Party Animals didn't even have half that. But how about a trick play? Oh, Brett Hellman lost control of the banana ball there. We'll take care of KJ when all is said and done, though. Nice start to his second frame of work.
Yeah, you see Helton usually getting a lot of comebackers, do it between the legs, and even despite the little bobble, he collects the out and will record the trick play. As Swanee, he flipped it through the legs right back to Brett.
Now Corral Prime steps in. Always a fun battle. We've had visits from Danny Hosley and now Bill Leroy to the booth because there's a prankster in the Bananas dugout who keeps telling people that they need to head up to the booth, which has been a lot of fun for our EP, Von Trezak. He's just having the time of his life with it. I think he's the real target here when it really comes down to it. I was wondering why Hosley was up here.
You think it's a banana or a Party Animal up to the tricks?
No, I think it's a man on the inside. It's got to be somebody in that Bananas dugout. It sounds like a Party Animal trick. I just don't think the guys would buy it if it came from the other side of the diamond. 2-2 here to Prime. Pokes it the other way, backhanded by Swan. He'll bounce it between the legs and race Prime to first base. Winning that one, a trick play for Swanee, up to a dozen now on the year.
He has come back strong from injury. 9 trick plays in his last 4 contests for the Party Animals. Continues to get both opportunities, and he's making the most of them.
And he's settling back in as the everyday first baseman for the Party Animals. We're back from the hamstring injury. Jackson Olsen fouls this one into the picnic area off left field. Hey, there's looks like a Kraft single on the back of Jackson's helmet. Now that seems like a Party Animal prank to me. Once again, could be from his own dugout, might be friendly fire, but
maybe he just misplaced it from his hamburger earlier in the day.
Those things are glued to the burgers here, man. I don't think you could.
You never know.
I think you'd see some bun. There's just no, you'd see a little something. A little bit of fuzzy from the bread.
You're telling me you've never lost a piece of cheese on your burger before?
No, actually, surprisingly have not.
That is impressive.
No, they melt the cheese on the burgers here. You can't just lose it. It's not like they're cooking a burger and slapping a freezing cold slice of cheddar on. This one slapped the other way. Noah Fisher backpedaling and will snag it Split the bow on a 1-2-3 inning for Helton. So good work from Donaldson in the top half. Helton responds 6 up, 6 down in the second.
Both arms in the second record sub 3-minute innings as Helton's ends in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And the Bananas still have a 1-point edge through 2.
Jackie was 2 for 3 last night, couple singles, both to left field. That was a good little poke the opposite way. It's good to see him using the whole field here in his 4th World Tour. Banana Band blasting away. They make their way all over the stadium, especially in a 3-game set. Like to spend some time everywhere. Last night we were in the grandstand. Today hanging out in that left field picnic area. Oklahoma City, each of the last 2 years they made it up to the parking garage. That was probably my all-time favorite. In Columbus, Ohio, they just made it into some random apartment building. It was pretty unique.
That one's awesome to me.
Yeah.
Remember how they knew the code.
You know what? I think they just use that sweet Banana Band Riz, and they can sweet talk their way into any joint.
Let's not forget that they also made it into Red Sox camp when we were in Fort Myers and surprised Alex Cora and not a majority, but quite a few of the Red Sox guys training.
I think they could walk right into the Pentagon, get to the secret levels. They're just banging on those instruments, playing the horns. Not trying to give anybody any ideas here. 9, 10, and 1 in the Party Animals lineup as we head to our 3rd frame. Dustin Baber, Jason Swan, and then back at the top, Reese Hampton. Oh my gosh. Gosh, our 3rd base camerawoman, Emma, played it so cool. That ball was about a foot from her noggin. Baber, our Dunkin' Donut hitter this afternoon. If he strikes out, crowd here will get some sweet treats courtesy of Duncan. Slaps this one into right. And Alexiadis is going to offer a throw to first. Not in time, though. Good hard 90 from Baber to earn the single.
Just nice, clean, opposite field hitting for Dustin Baber. Last time the Party Animals had the leadoff man reach in the first, Hampton came around to score. We're hoping that trend continues here in the 3rd as Donaldson lands one on the low corner.
Yeah, nice splitter to jump ahead of Swan. And now Donnie bringing in Cox and Olson for a 3-person 3-2-2. No Meadows. Well, this is an emotional one. It's like consoling Donnie. Oh, Super Reese. I literally did not see that coming. This one chopped to Alexiadis under the leg. High throw, but Prime's got it. It is a 9-3 trick play out. Super Reese, are you kidding me?
And the first time the outfielders have ever had the opportunity to go between the legs and record the trick play out. You will never see a right fielder playing on the left side of the infield like that again. And boy, all 6'5" of Corral Prime really helped out Super Reese at grabbing that remarkable trick play.
It was a bold defensive shift. Somehow it pays off. Quick 0-2 count now on Reese Hampton, who singled to start the ball game. And Heater just misses the outside corner. I was watching the screen the entire time. It was shocking that Alexiadis came in there. I was like, where's DR? It's the first time I think DR hasn't been a part of a 3-2-2. So I was just as surprised as everybody is home. Did you see Reese racing in from right?
I did. I could see him right near Corral Prime at first base.
Okay, he was hiding. Well, Hampton works the count from 0-2 to a sprint. It will drive in Baber from second, and Reese content with 1 base. Good sprint defense, all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher. Get the ball around in short order. But Hampton into double digits in the ribeye department. And the Animals, for the second inning today have a chance to earn a point. And we'll celebrate with a little pump it up. This is an all-time jam. I didn't know the party animals could dance like that.
You serious, Clark?
Kind of look like the Penn State football team. First time I heard that wonderful tune, I was in a toddler's gymnasium. It's one of those memories I'll never forget. Yeah.
Like you were a toddler?
No. I was like, I don't know, 9, 10 years old.
Okay.
My mom picking up Baruch. This one popped foul territory, long run for Prime and EJ. They both dive and end up at the feet of Matthew Stott. No, that's not Matthew. That's actually Turner, one of our camera members down there. Can't lack EJ or Prime for the effort. Oh my gosh!
Turner wanted to make the grab.
Turner, you're not a fan, man. You can't make it out. Looks like the camera's no worse for wear. Glad to see you didn't get a piece of it. I mean, all right. Well, now let's. It has to be out of play, is the thing. It can't be on the field of play for a fan to make an out. As this one's popped foul territory, another chance for Prime. This time he's got it lined up, and he's going to grab it for the second out.
And let me just remark, great restraint from Emerson Elmgren, our first base camera woman, for not leaving her position to try and make that play. What a superstar.
Yeah, no. We avoided a Bill Leroy Young Prof or Michael Galinsky incident. He's collided with a couple of our folks down there throughout Banana Ball history. Excellent restraint from the Iron Horse of BTV. This one bounced to Prime. He's going to whip it between the legs a couple times. Glove flip to Donnie, who will celebrate the end of the top of the third with a front flip. But the Party Animals push a run across and now have a chance to tie this game in the all-important points department.
Well, it's going to get really interesting to see if the bats can respond yet again for the Nanners, but you get one more look, transition between the legs. And what we've seen from Jared Donaldson each of the last 2 times, front flipping at the first base bag, now down to the field to Jolie Chabala.
Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Today, we're celebrating the Sheffield family. Sandra and William have been a licensed foster family for 3 years and are committed to building relationships with biological family. So today, we also welcome John, who's the biological father of their kiddo in care. In total, this family has welcomed 8 children into their home, and today we also celebrate their adoption of 4 children into their family forever. Bands, please help us celebrate this amazing family that's making a difference in our foster care community.
A big shout out to the Sheffield family, Sandra and William. They've been doing wonderful work across the last 3 years. Big shout out to John and Miranda as well. Working to unite families right there, beautiful stuff. And as we head to the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 lead for the Nanners, but the Party Animals with a run on the board, chance to even up this game when it comes to points. We get to welcome in the double play duo for the Animals, Chase Acuff and Dustin Baber. Appreciate you guys joining us. It is scoreless so far. I'll start with you, Babes. What has to happen here? I mean, you could have picked up Chase on the bounce play. Of course, Chase tapping his chest after. He said, not the best bounce you've had in your life.
In all double plays, you should be ready for the worst feed. So when the best one comes, you can do something with it. But on that one right there, I just wasn't prepared. Chase, he usually throws
I think you definitely missed that on purpose.
Yeah, I think for me, Chase throws a tumbling bouncer.
The boys in the booth don't have you, so why don't you guys just wanted to, here you are. I was gonna let you guys do play-by-play in color.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest here, I have no idea what you guys said. Can you give me the spark notes?
So what I said was, that's on me. I gotta be ready for the feed no matter what.
Okay.
He gave me a feed that was, I could handle that.
Okay, it was handleable.
Yeah, it was.
It was a little hot, but handleable.
Yeah, but that's still on me.
It skipped on me.
Okay.
I think you missed it on purpose.
I was wondering. It was very intriguing with you guys battling against each other.
I know.
As soon as the ball was hit to you, Chase, the double play opportunity, my ears perked up.
Yeah, there's a lot of YouTube comment conspiracy theories going around right now.
Yeah, chat, get on Baber right now.
What should the chat be saying to Baber to put fraud? Yeah, that's good. Let's get frauds in the chat for Baber.
Frauds in the chat. F-R-A-U-D, fraud. There we go.
Good work. And we lost Baber. So it's just Chase. Oh, hey.
How's it going?
How's it going, guys?
Oh, you're back. You're back, Babes.
Yeah, see, what people aren't thinking about is if I would have caught that normally, I would have got a trick play too, because I would have went between the legs. So they could say I fumbled it on purpose, but I go between the legs, behind the back on every double play feed I do, so I missed out on a chance too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I think the chat's saying you're scared to rip a trick, Baber.
I bet. Watch this. Ty Jackson up the middle. Crazy one.
Look out, Ty.
Pookie.
Oh, no.
Oh, Pookie, no.
Down goes Jackson.
Pookie, no.
Oh, he's got cheese on his helmet. What is going on with the cheese? Is that your guys doing?
It is definitely us.
That's a party animal prank?
Yeah, that was, I believe, us. All right, hey, got to be quick here. DR in the box.
DR. So this is like just only bounce. Hopefully I can bounce to your glove this time.
Yeah, so you give me a good bounce. I'm going to go between the legs, and I might throw my shoulder out with the ball, but we're getting 2 outs.
Yeah, got to be a well-struck rounder.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get Pookie on a steal right here. Nope, didn't go.
Now, were you guys behind Hosley and Leroy both coming up to the booth saying that they were needed up here?
I
wasn't part of that.
See, that's what I thought. I figured that was from the inside for the Bananas.
No. I mic'd myself up for the first time today.
Yeah.
Pranks are plenty.
So, question for the boys.
Okay.
If you go do a behind-the-back feed on a ball for a sprint, we get the added second. Is that a trick considered?
Great question for Josh. How about DR letting it loose on 3-0?
Yeah, we're about to get tricky on a ball for a sprint.
Well, I'm just asking, like, we've never seen it before. We've seen some glove flips, but nothing really ever tricky.
Yeah, and here comes the sprint. All right, well, we'll find out right now.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, no tricks. No tricks.
Maybe you don't see me.
That's okay. You guys, DR was content with one base anyway.
He sees me. Skull always tosses me the ball. That way they get time to run back.
Yeah.
So I'll like take it a little bit. They can get back. There you go, Brett.
I want to say that it's very much possible, guys.
All right, let's we'll give him this run and we'll go for the 2-ball.
Yeah. Hey, let me know if he goes on steal.
Gotcha.
Let me know if he goes on steal here.
Yeah, we can finally hear each other now.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go! Celebration.
Stealing? No. And he's been itching to throw somebody out, so I think he's gonna give me a good feed. I'm gonna catch it right here on the leg.
And then tag DR and throw it out at home.
I'm gonna spin and fire. You gotta tell me no.
Gotcha. Oh, here we go.
Oh, wow! Baber! Holy moly! What a play, man! That was impressive. Thing was smoked. We're getting another look at it on the broadcast. What a recovery.
All right,
I got you guys here.
He hit me one last time. He's been going more middle recently. I'm normally playing him in the 6 hole.
Sorry.
Oh, there's a pop chance for you. I gotta cover.
I'm right next to you. I'm right
next to you. You forgot to tell him to pop it.
He got the I'm right next to you. It looked like Swanee was.
So that wind gets crazy up there.
Yeah, he had his hands full just catching the
ball. I'm
gonna
run to East Hampton or Fisher, a couple balls hit, and beg him to pop me one.
I'm going to talk to Swan about that one later. Not too much, though. He scares me.
Would you say the rankings top 3 wouldn't mess with on your team? Fake steal, that's a liner into the gap.
No, it's only.
As Skull will send it in. Rax 2 for 2. Delano, top of the list.
For what?
You at least messing around with kind of guy? If it
No,
comes
I
to
do
it.
that the most because he's got an ongoing feud with me.
Okay.
So whenever he is pitching, I've told him numerous times that I'm going to go for the hardest stuff I can because of the fact that he keeps pointing me out as the guy that messes up all the time.
You're not worried about
You really don't want to mess with Brady Kice.
Oh, Kice.
Brady's little.
Such a teddy bear, though.
That guy can't lose an argument.
You said it, not me. Ball and a strike here on Cox. The inning-winning run at second.
I like a changeup here coming my way.
Give him 6-hole Dan.
I don't know what he called
it. Yeah. Oh.
Throw from Cosgrove in time.
There it is. Great call, Vince.
I told you, Andy's been itching for it.
Vincent Chapman there to make the call, and Cosgrove showing off the cannon once again.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, stay tuned. I have a walk-up this next inning.
I like the sound of that. Another look. Bang, bang. Bananas won't challenge. Hey, thank you guys. Good luck on the trick play challenge here in the championship today.
Missed one right there. It's great.
Best of luck, guys. You look great today. Love the bow ties.
Get it down for some run for your money.
Okay. You have 50, 20. All right, you got $71. You have. You brought $4 to a banana game? Okay, well, I guess that's fans first. Well, you guys are going to race in a new promotion we like to call Run for Your Money. The winner gets all the money in both wallets combined. Here we go. Let's go. Start from home base. You're going to race around the bases, and you're going to have to dive here at the end, all right? Go to home. Here we go. Gentlemen, you are running for your money. On your mark, get set. Around the bases, go. Oh, this is not a good start. Joel is taking the lead. Joel's running. Harrison's hair is floating in the wind. Oh, Harrison's catching speed. He's catching speed. Harrison wants that money. Bring me my, oh, Harrison, oh my goodness. Joel is gonna take home all $76. And that was Run for Your Money. Good job, man, congratulations.
Gosh, EJ took a spin kick to the mask there. Good call, though, at home. Safe call. Speaking of safe calls, Vincent Chapman said, no, Dan Oberst, you're out. And now gets to celebrate the call with a hot dog. Trump dog at that.
Great, actually bad Sunday to be a Trump dog. I've already devoured one. Now Vince is getting in on that action. Neil Trumler agreed with our sentiment earlier today.
It's 4, 5, and 6 here. Donaldson out for a 4th inning of work. Cosgrove a cuff bloomer.
Am I what?
Now you asked for a, let's wait for the pitch. You asked for a hot dog, hamburger, and chicken sandwich today, right?
No, just a Bees burger and a Trump dog.
I heard you say all 3.
No.
Liner over the leaping attempt of Cox, and Cosgrove just continues to rake. Did a job his first time, RBI ground out, now 1 for 2 on the day. And here comes the aforementioned Chase Acuff specialty walk-up. was, but it's one of my favorite walk-ups I've ever seen in my life.
I have seen you pull out dance moves like that before.
Very similar.
What I wouldn't give to
Very
have
similar.
you involved and honestly see you in the shorts that Dalton Ponce is wearing.
I think he's gonna took him right out of Delano's locker, and Acuff follows up the Be My Lover specialty walk-up with a knock to left center. Cosgrove up to second. Shout out LaBouche. You have that in the repertoire? Little LaBouche in your Spotify that you don't pay for a premium for?
I can't with you right now, man. That was unnecessary.
It's not a negative, it's just a fact.
You're trying to shame me publicly.
I'm saying it's a very frugal move. For a guy who loves music so much. But listen, we've talked, this has been a big on-air discussion. This whole weekend, it's really come to a head. Off the air just becomes on the air very quickly.
The free algorithm has treated me kindly.
Chopper, and Cox is gonna go the short way. Wow, that's probably the only play he had. Able to take care of Mark Smith, the designated runner. Bang, bang over at third. Chapman once again over there with the out call.
Great play by Ryan Cox. All of his momentum was taking him towards that third base bag. He recognized it and really wanted to wipe off the speed on the bases in Mark Smith. Great play, and yeah, a little glove fist bump with KJ Jackson afterwards.
Well, shirtless Tanner Thomas. Now at the dish. Behind 0-2. That one just misses. Johnny thought he had strike 3. Chris Walker disagreed. And the splitter chopped to prime. He'll wheel and fire to second. What a job. A scoop and a 360 from Cox to get back to the bag before Bloomer slid in.
Almost another throw from Correll Prime that went awry of Ryan Cox, but made the adjustment, the bounce on the turf as well to scoop that one and then get hand and glove on second base to make sure that he could retire Bryson Bloomer and nab a second out.
Still a sticky situation for Donaldson. Runners on the corners, got a low strike to jump ahead of Sal Jacobo. Thomas deked the steal towards second. 7 swiped bags in 8 tries so far this year. And in on the hands. This one playable for Jackson. He will trap it up against the glove. Second trick play of the ball game for Ty. Donnie strands runners on the corners, puts up a 0.
And of course, you get Ty Jackson ecstatic after recording yet another trick play. All smiles, tossing away the ball, and he has made the most of his opportunities when he's gotten starts in the outfield this season.
Let's get on down to the young professor for some Hey Baby.
Everybody get on up out of those chairs. Stretch out those legs, and more importantly, stretch out those arms. Get them up nice and high, because it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for a little Hey Baby! Come on, clap out. And we want to hear you sing it. Oh, come on, Savannah, get a little louder than that. We're going to shuffle it out. All right, here we go. Come on, Savannah. One more time. Give yourself a big round of applause and let's go!
Always beautiful to see the folks hey-babying here in historic Grayson Stadium. This is the 401st straight sold-out crowd in Banana Land. I missed number 400 yesterday. Just got lost in the sauce of a great banana ball game. And how about Noah Fisher rocking the chicken costume out in left field.
Chicken crossed the road to play in this day game for the Party Animals.
Yeah, that plays. This is 248 straight sellouts in historic Grayson Stadium. As Cox lifts this one to the right side. Baber underneath it, gonna tap it up. Swan will tap it up again. Now Acuff getting it on the fun. Jacobo tapping it, and it'll come down into the bare hand of Swan. Baber purposely passing it away from Acuff. Swan got his shortstop in on the fun. And in the end, it's a quadruple trick play for out number 1. Fun stuff there for Super Reese. That's the temporary setback song from Princess and the Pauper. Saw Brett Helton break it out a couple days ago on his social medias. I saw it on the gram. Make sure I reference the correct social media. And now we're gonna have Vincent Chapman checking Helton for some sticky stuff here. And nothing sticky found, but an opportunity for Vincent to dance with Brett's glove. He pulled off a trick play there too, between the legs transfer. He's getting the half day off, not behind the plate, nursing a sore back. Not stopping him from shaking that thing though.
You would never be able to tell with the way in which he danced and leapt onto Brett Helton.
Looking pretty
How about
scrawny.
that, Vince?
Yeah. Impressive stuff. By the way, first 2 trick plays of the day between our champions. Baber and Acuff both on the board now as Skull moseying under this and takes care of out number 2. And Acuff has the trick play missed, so if it ends tied, those were 1-star trick plays for the 2 of them. The tiebreaker going Baber's way right now.
Again, I don't think he wanted Jason Swan to tip it to Chase Acuff or Sal Jacobo, but he recognized that the 3 other fielders were around him in that moment and wanted to make the most of the opportunity. And all of a sudden, the Party Animals now have 6 trick plays in the ball game.
Just like that, nice curveball. 0-2 count here on K-Jack. Bounced to a trick play right back to Helton his first time. Interesting. Watson ball home with the nice jacket on. Speaking of the Prince and the Pauper. Billie Jean, that on the Spotify for you, Josh?
Yeah, no, you know it.
Yeah, of course. Lean with it, rock with it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't
Might
think
be
I
in
have
one
it.
playlist.
Yeah, might be on my Hippity Hoppity playlist. That's the name of it. Barrel, diving stop, Jason Swan. Helton's not covering first. He's just waving to his first baseman. So that'll be an infield single for Jackson.
That single from KJ get in the way of Brett Helton recording a sub-2-minute inning here in the 4th. It also extends the opportunity for the Bananas to try and claim a 2nd point in this ball game as Correll Prime, one of Brett Helton's best friends in the whole world, is now in the right-handed batter's box.
That one high and deep to left. Autobots assemble. Optimus Prime strikes again. Walk-off bomb. Nanner's up 2.
Not the first time in Prime's Banana Ball career that he has gone deep against Brett Helton, as he did it in his very first Banana Ball game back on Banana Ball's developmental team, the Visitors. And Prime putting up an incredible series, 4 stellar innings a night ago, and now has another Bananas home run here in this 3-game set.
It was our showman of the game last night. Twirled a very impressive 4 innings.
I'm not just
One hit,
Dakota
one run ball.
Albridge. Dakota Stilts Albridge.
And now get to see Dakota Albritton declaring to the world he's not just Dakota Albritton. There's a Stilts in there. A little Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana thing going on here. There's always going to be another mountain. It's the climb. As this one climbs on out of historic Grayson Stadium. And Prime had an excellent view. Delayed backflip.
And you could see him enjoy the home run as well. He was immediately pointing at Brett Helton after connecting with that no-doubter.
T-shirt toss going on here in historic Grayson Stadium, and let's get it on down to Sam Bauman, who's right in the thick of it.
Yeah, hey, Miko, Josh, we're here in the action. All these people are screaming because they want this piece of Bananas history. It's a Reese Alexiadis signed jersey. The bad boys authenticated. The same Reese Alexiadis who's just Superman, had a trick play, had a walk-off today. Yeah, should clarify, no Superman cape or Reese included in this. Well, let's see what we can get, guys. Yeah, we got $10, $10 going once. We got $10 here. No. Well, 50, we got 50, we got 20, 20, 20, 25, 25. Let's go 1,000. Did I hear $1,000? $1,000 for this jersey? Guys, it's coming off the top. So we got 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 3,000. Oh, 4,501, 4,501. $1 million. $1 million. I just bought it. I won the jersey. No, I can't win the jersey. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to get it on the auction. They wanted that. Bingo, Josh.
Thanks, SB. Yeah, you can't buy it, and you also don't have $1 million. Now Ty Jackson under the leg. Are you kidding me? Rolling through his 3rd trick play of the afternoon. He's on fire out there.
Ty can't even believe it right now. That's him trying to complete the Saquon trick play that we saw from DR Meadows. Didn't completely turn his back to home plate. Nonetheless, that is an incredibly difficult play to make.
We've seen it time and time again this year. Now Ty will put his body on the line for an epic trick play. Oh man, it's just a delight. He'll be due up second in the bottom half of this inning for the Nanners. A 1-1 on Swan. The Archer pounding the zone. Out for his first inning of work after Donnie allows a pair of runs across 4 innings, only one of them earned. And a chance here for K-Jack under the leg, over to first, and Prime there to put the end on it. Could tell he was thinking about getting tricky. Decides to take the safe route for out number 2.
Last time we saw Archer on the mound, he recorded an inning in 1 minute and 2 seconds. He's got an opportunity for yet another sub-2-minute inning in this series. He's got 2 outs in 1 minute and 28 seconds so far.
Party Animals lineup turns back to the top. Hampton 1 for 1, an RBI ball for Sprint his last time. Single to start the afternoon. He's now 4 for 9 on the weekend. A home run, a double, 4 runs driven in, 2 ball for sprints. It's only a matter of time. There's a reason why he lives at the top of this order. High strike evens up the count here. Archer working quickly in the 2-2 spoiled. Hampton got to look out for 4-seam, 2-seam, as well as a cut fastball. Got gas there. K-Jack is going to be called off by Ryan Cox. Oh my goodness. Caught it right behind him, taps his chest, says my bad. But can't be upset with a 1-2-3 frame for Big Arch.
Cox doesn't record a trick play, but he makes the snag with his 5th glove of the afternoon. That's him rocking the OG Bananas custom mitt to finish off a 2-minute and 15-second frame as we go down to Maceo with the player dance.
Excellent boogieing from Maceo with Flash, Voorhees, Niznik, and Philly in there to support him. Brett Helton out of the dugout for his 5th inning of work this afternoon. Bananas lead 2 points to nothing. Just need 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th to add another point to their tally. And it's going to be Jackson Olsen, Ty Jackson, and then at the top of the order, DR Meadows.
Player dance gave Helton and his battery mate Andy Cosgrove just a little extra time to talk shop before heading out for the inning. I saw Cosgrove really talking with Helton, maybe through some signs or something that he could switch up to ensure that he doesn't allow the Bananas to claim yet another point today.
Normally we are tracking defensive switch-ups at substitutions. This time an umpire switch. As this one chopped to Kobo, tries to 360, field it behind the back. Would have been insane. That's a costly trick play miss, just like that. The Bananas are gifted the inning-winning run on first base, and Malachi Mitchell is going to take the spot of Olsen.
Rookie Jacobo just getting a little too aggressive here in the bottom of the 5th, and with the Party Animals without an edge in the inning, 0 runs in the top half. That could truly be yet another costly defensive miscue today for the boys in black and pink.
That one stroked foul by Alex Ziegler. Flash, for his part, leading the Bananas with his 7 stolen bases. He's been caught 3 times. All by, well, 2 of them by Andy Cosgrove. The last time he was caught, he was actually picked off, gunned down, heading to second base in a pickle. It's a mighty swing and a miss on the changeup. Ball and a strike on Ziggy. The umpire switch-up I was trying to discuss before the grounder is Seth Markham has traded spots with Vincent Chapman. So now Markham, third base umpire, Vincent umpiring at first. And Helton getting rid of the jersey, going no glove. Gets a chopper over his head. Acuff only has 1 play. It's at first. Behind the back exchange just in time to take care of Ziegler. Chase pulls ahead of Baber, now leading 2-1 in the trick play battle.
Nearly came away empty. Ziggy really hustling down the line. The high chop also helped him, and you saw Acuff struggle with that behind the back transition, but he's got such a great arm at the shortstop position. He was still able to nail Ziegler at first.
Back to the top of the order, inning-winning run now in scoring position. Well, it gets the bottom of the zone, 0-2 count now. Chris Walker with a larger zone than Vincent Chapman. It's very evident. Definitely an adjustment for hitters and pitchers alike, as that one just misses. Down and in from Helton. Good battle there by DR. That almost certainly would have been called strike 3.
Got him to fish on that outside corner. Now we'll see if Helton tries to switch up locations here, jam DR and get him to roll one over to third base.
Too much of the middle of the plate, this one in front of Hampton. Flash getting the wave around. Throw from Reese off line. And DR walks it off. He's now knotted with Cruz and Cox. 9 inning enders on the tour apiece to pace all players. And the Nanners now up 3-0. Celebrating with a little NOLA bounce. Great read there by Flash. Of course, the wheel is an important part of the equation to score the inning-winning run, but he never had a doubt that that ball was falling in front of Hampton. Trickier read than he made it look like. And let's get an update on our trick play bracket here in the championship of the Banana Ball Trick Play Banana Ball Challenge bracket of March Madness Challenge, aka the dance. Acuff up 1 trick play with 4 innings to play.
But Dustin Baber can try and play himself for a tie in this ball game, considering if he does, the tiebreaker could possibly come down to if any trick plays were missed, in which case Baber would have the edge as he's a perfect 1-for-1. Acuff so far is 2 for 3.
And a new man on the mound. Andy Archer did his job. 1, 2, 3, top of the 5th. In 2 minutes and 15 seconds, he gives way to Kyle Perry, who last night was superb through the best inning of his young banana ball career.
Yeah, it was 1 minute and 26 seconds for Perry, fastest inning of his banana ball career, first sub-2-minute inning at that. And the left-hander was pretty enthused about it. He only tossed 8 pitches, and I think that's why you see him entering a 2nd straight game for the Bananas.
Favorite movie, Goodfellas. That's a good one. No pun intended, all-timer. You Goodfellas guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on, of course.
Now pitching for the Bananas for the 3-2 final, Perry.
Perry in for a beefy part of this Party Animals lineup. Fisher, Skoll, and Cosgrove due to swing it. Man, I'm in a musical mood today. Noticing a lot more of Shark's brilliance. Breaking out the rush there, Tom Sawyer. That was the walkout song for Ethan Stanley, our heavyweight back on the Saugerties wrestling team. Long run for EJ, and once again, he makes it look easy. Boy, if he can get to that ball, does not matter how tricky the angle is, which direction he's facing, he's probably gonna haul that thing in.
He's moved from behind the plate to the first base position here in the top of the 6th. And that's a play we've already seen him make in this series, navigating foul territory and taking a great route to be able to make a nice snag and preserve an out.
1-0 on Jake Skoll. That one back to the backstop, making 2 balls, no strikes. Let's see, the Party Animals, they were prepared to go tarps off today. Got the Party Animal for life on the chest with the jersey number on the midsection. Healthy swing and miss there from Scully. Jake trying to start a brand new hit streak here today. Lost his 19-game streak yesterday, the 2nd longest in banana ball history, and does not bite on the high fastball. Part of the 0 for 3 performance was a ball 4 sprint that drove in 2. So often you see a hit streak end, great hitter not trying to press, will take a walk, or in banana ball a sprint. Scully once again, tour leader in OBP, very happy to take a free pass.
Yeah, now that on-base streak is at 21 games for Jake Skoll. He does have the banana ball record for on-base streaks, 39 games for Skoll. It ended last season in Fresno, California. I know he's trying to beat it here in 2025.
Andy Cosgrove, 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a run driven in. And a check over there on Skoll, who's back standing. Always got to keep a close eye on him. 8 for 9 in his stolen base tries this year. As Cosgrove lost the bat somehow. Looks like he needs some more pine tar calling time. Well, we have a moment here. I'd like you to explain your free Spotify point here, because you have a reasoning for it.
The algorithm has always treated me right. I'm scared that if I got premium, it would change my musical exploration.
Thank you. Another foul ball. Because I'm not knocking. You have a reason for it. It's not like you're just
giving me so many great songs just randomly on shuffle. What if once I have premium, just like, skip. I'll write the songs I know.
100%. 2-2 count now on Cosgrove.
What if I don't know how to handle the power?
100%. Trust me, you're preaching to the choir, man. 2-2, make it a full count. I look at my over 5,000 songs I've got in my liked songs category. I have no idea what to do. Sometimes I'm blown away. Payoff pitch. That one called strike 3, low and in. Cosgrove not a fan. Perry rings the bell, big second out.
Second time we've seen a party animal caught looking in today's ballgame. It happened with Bloomer in the second. Now it's Cosgrove here in the sixth. Surprisingly, those are the only 2 strikeouts today for the Animals.
And that one at the bottom of the zone, jumping ahead of Chase Acuff. A beautiful changeup, now 0-2. And fouled away. You get Spotify Premium, it could be like the everything bagel, and everything all at once just turns into a black hole. You have every single thing in the universe on one bagel. It's a lot of power. 1-2 count now. You catch that flip?
No, believe
my
it or
gosh.
not. I regard myself as somebody who wants to watch,
correct.
tons of movies.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
You're more well-watched than I, so.
I have a notes app, and it's on there.
2-2, there goes Skoll. 360 throw from Bill offline. He never had a chance anyway. Makes Skoll 9 for 10 on the tour now in his stolen base attempts.
Yeah, Jake picked the right pitch to run on there in the dirt. Bill with an impressive stop. That one could have gotten away and also resulted in a steal of first for Acuff. But now a sprint would drive in Skoll. Instead, this one is popped in shallow or in the infield. Cox will tip it right to himself, collect the trick play, and end the inning. It's another blank inning for a Banana in this ball game. Kyle Perry, the lefty, will get the job done.
Well, the pitching staff for the second straight ball game have been terrific. Let's get it on down to the field for a little better dancer than a Banana.
Riley, listen. You're up against a tough competitor, all right? When you guys are done dancing, the crowd is going to vote, and they're going to see who does it the best. You ready? Here we go, Maceo. Start us off. Let's go. Okay, Maceo. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, the split and the pull back up. All right, Riley, your turn. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Okay. Yep. Oh, Riley cheers as well. Nice. That's round 1. This is round 2. Maceo, here we go. Oh, he can cheer too. That's round. Okay, here we go, Riley. Let's see what you got. He hit you back with some cheer stuff. Okay. Nice. Turn around. Nice. Ooh. Maceo, this is the final round. She might have you with that split. Let's see what you got, buddy. Here we go. Okay, no, not yet. Oh! Riley, this is for all the marbles. Here we go, let's see what you got. Oh! Get out the way, Maceo. Oh my God, tumbling! Oh my goodness! She's still going! All right. Do you guys think Maceo won or Riley? Riley is better than
Now, I'm wondering here. I mean, that was a clean victory. I'm not saying that it wasn't. I kind of feel like that was a plan. Like, just randomly, you get a fan from the stands and they can pull off 17 straight back handsprings.
There's no way.
It's a little fishy. Peter Holden, the new man on the mound. Speaking of fishy, he's in the costume last night. Another terrific edition of Party Animals synchronized swimming. Tan Oberst, have yourself a hack, my friend. 2, 3, and 4 for the Nanners. Danny O, then EJ and Rack. Holden coming off his best inning of the year so far. Friday night, 1-2-3 frame. Did it in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. And that is a beautiful bender as Dan falling out of the batter's box, which is legal. If you fall out on a swing or avoiding a pitch, no harm done. And howdy. Oh, Dan didn't get a piece of that. He's actually going to get first on the strikeout. And a wild pitch from Pistol Pete. The bender was just that filthy. Fooled Dan and it got past Cosgrove.
What's finally the first strikeout of the season for Peter Holden. Surprisingly, unfortunately, it results in a base runner for the Bananas.
That's tough.
It's Eric Jones Jr. now He's in the right-handed batter's box and takes a call, first pitch strike.
Man, that bender is bending. Gnarly stuff from the 6'5" southpaw. A couple checks on Oberst and sends that one to the back foot of Eric Jones Jr., 0 for 2 on the day.
Well, I had the pleasure of walking to the park with Peter Holden this morning. He said that
Look
he
out.
was pretty fired up about the day game and loved pitching with the sun and the wind to his back just a little bit. Unfortunately, things are not off to the start that he would like after he plunks Eric Jones Jr. on his 1-1 offering.
EJ and Ty doing their best Blake Cavell impersonations. First baseman for Troy University going viral today for his hit-by-pitch celebration. Former Aussie Drop Bear, both times that the Drop Bears did battle with the Bananas on the 23 and 24 tours. He doesn't end up in affiliated ball. I would bet he makes his way to Banana Land. Such a character. Phenomenal ball player. And checks 2 pretty big boxes for being a professional banana ball player. Nice take there by Rack. 2-1 count. As he's got Oberst on second base representing the inning-winning run. Trying to take sole possession at the top of the walk-offs leaderboard. Thanks to DR walking off the 5th. It's now the Doctor, Rack, and Cox with 9 apiece. Pacing the pack. Swing and a miss. Cruz was trying to unload. Got a changeup when he was looking fastball.
It's 2 for 2 today. Both of them have been barrels. Seen a lot of confidence from Rack, and that's why he decided to swing 3-1. The intent to do damage. Another long swing, but fortunately for Cruz, he is able to get bat on ball. Foul it off.
Got a piece of that big curveball. Another payoff coming. That one misses down and out. And Rack will get his 10th walk-off of the year. First guy in double digits when it comes to inning enders. Enders dominating in the rubber match here today. They lead 4-0 with 6 innings in the books.
And they've scored points in each of the last 3 innings of play. This is much like what we saw in last night's ball game. More good offense from the Bananas.
And we get ourselves a sheet race. One of my all-time favorites here in Banana Land. Actually, Ixnay on that. My all-time favorite promotion. Who am I kidding? Big fan of Keep Your Job, though, as well. I'd like to see that come back into the rotation at some point, but I digress. We've got blue, yellow, brown, and gray here. You know the rules, folks. Got to keep all 4 limbs in the sheet at all times, or else you shall be disqualified. Okay, a little bit of a false start. That's okay, though. It is tight out the gate. Blue is in the lead, and now brown and yellow both having trouble with their sheets, so gray pulls into second place. This is the slowest I've ever seen a sheet race. They're battling the wind. Conditions not great for our 4 contestants, but they are trudging through. Gray takes a tumble, but gets all the limbs back in the sheet, continues on. It is slow and steady out front for blue. Not trying to do anything too crazy, just the fundamentals, and being rewarded with a big lead. Brown in second, then yellow, gray holding up the rear and falling out of the sheet. Blue, you can cruise home, my friend. Oh, blue, get the, yes, good job, blue. Oh, no, oh my gosh. Kind of lost the foot in the sheet there, a little bit too much for my liking. I declare yellow the victor and brown second place.
I almost want to say the foot might have slipped out of yellow sheet at the end.
Oh my gosh, the plot thickens.
Not trying to be too much of a stickler here, yeah, but I know what my eyes saw.
It's tough. We're going to get a replay because our folks in the replay booth are the best. There it is for blue. Yes, he tried to get it back in, but then it just didn't get the foot back in. Had all the time in the world, couldn't get the foot back in.
But that banner, man, it's just staring you right in the face, you know?
Oh my gosh, staring us in the face. Robert Anthony Cruz taking over on the mound. For the top of the 7th has Bloomer, Thomas, and Jacobo. 6, 7, and 8 in the Party Animals lineup. That one off the end of the bat. Jackson racing in, has to play it on a hop. Ends up getting a bare hand on it to hold his former Coastal Plain League Bananas teammate to just a single. And now the bow ties are off for the Party Animals. Forget about their Sunday best. They are serious now. Trailing by 4 with 3 innings to play. Looking to make a late charge. Tanner Thomas fouls it straight back. 0 for 2 so far on the afternoon. Heater just misses the bottom of the zone. Rack pretty similar to Corel Prime. A lot of movement on everything he throws. Nothing is straight. Guy who's always loved pitching, but hitting has always been number one. Continuing to hone his craft on the bump. Two to Thomas. A check on Bloomer first, who's back standing. Creative safe call from Vincent Chapman. Resting the back. That is a big take by Tanner. Nasty two-seamer, just misses. Payoff pitch spoiled, we'll do it again.
This is what we've seen from the Party Animals the handful of times the Cruz has entered the game. You'll eventually see one of these Animals batters that just continues to battle with Rack and really make him labor, and hope that whether you get on or get out, that just having a battle for that long results in a couple mistake pitches to the guys behind you.
There's a mistake pitch. Tanner Thomas deep out to right. See you later. Two-run shot, his third homer of the tour. And the Animals on the board here in the 7th.
It's been a long time coming for Tanner Thomas, who's been in the midst of a 3 for 31 slump. But all of a sudden, he connects with long ball number 3 on the tour. His first since the Bananas and Party Animals were in Glendale, Arizona.
Bam Salmon has the home run hitter himself.
Yeah, we're here with Tanner. We lost the bow tie, but getting the home run. How we feeling?
Yeah, we decided that the bow ties are bad luck. It looked good, but wasn't helping us. But hey, that works right there. Take it off, baby.
Just take it off, hit it out. Miko, Josh.
Thanks, Bam. Thank you for the insight, Tanner. Hitter for strike 1 to Jacobo. And the slider fouled away. So good response here from Rack. Quick 0-2 count. Following the tater. And that's just great behavior from the fans. Backflip pitch. Rack trying to go for the trick play strikeout. Great to see the elder gentleman handing the young kid the banana ball there. That's what it's all about. Still an 0-2 count. And Rack's gonna go for it again. Another backflip pitch right to the rubber, and the slider is well wide.
We found the zone with the first one, doesn't with the second. Now Rack's gonna catch his breath, go out of his traditional windup as Jacobo will spray this into the bleachers, and I believe we've got a fan catch for an out. The first we've seen in Grayson Stadium this season.
That was an and one. 2 guys going for it. One came away with the banana ball. Oh, impressive snag right there. The 9th game in Grayson this year, our first foul out to a fan. A barehanded beauty. Helping out Robert Anthony Cruz, who now will patiently do an Irish jig, waiting for Dustin Baber to down a beer.
That might actually help Robert Anthony Cruz, considering we've seen the backflip pitches. He also had to make sure that he could compose himself, as he had to take the mound immediately following the walk-off ball 4 sprint that he earned.
Shades of his first pitching performance this year when he had to take the mound after the walk-off inside the park home run. Fans want donuts, they're not gonna get them here. Reese Alexiadis eyeing this one up. He will tip it into the air, tip it again, get DR involved so that he can secure the ball in his hat.
Magnificent double trick play for the Savannah Bananas. And that looks like it's going to be the end of Robert Anthony Cruz's afternoon on the pitcher's mound as Tyler Gillum decides to introduce the tallest pitcher in sports, Dakota Stilts All-Britain, or maybe just Dakota All-Britain, who really knows? He's taken the mound.
Oh, he's declared himself that he is Dakota Stilts All-Britain as well. It's just, you can't separate the two. When he doesn't have the 5-foot leg extenders, it's just Dakota Albritton. Shocking, though, that Dakota Albritton is also Dakota Stilts Albritton. This is breaking news this afternoon. Had us fooled for 4+ years now. Off camera, the fan who caught the foul ball celebrated by the full capacity crowd here. Jason Swan steps in to face his good buddy Stilts. Sends that one to center. Meadows backpedaling, will tip it up again, and tie behind the back. Some brotherly love from the Bananas outfield, making sure the ball stays in the air long enough to get a couple double trick plays.
And it is 4 trick plays today for Ty Jackson. D.R. Meadows really wanted to help out his guy, who again has had very limited starts in the outfield this season. He is putting up quite the game defensively in our series finale.
Big smile on the face of Ty, and a big smile for Tanner Thomas as well, as he left the yard for the 3rd time this tour. And he knew it. 2-run shot. Party Animals could claim their first point of the afternoon here in the 7th. And big smiles on our faces up in the booth as well, because we get to watch the Banana Nanas dance us to the bottom of the 7th inning. Another 10 out of 10 dance from the Nanas. We leave the field to a standing ovation, and Blake Benson, what a sight for sore eyes. The Springdale, Arkansas native back out on the bump after recovering the 2nd injury this year.
Yeah, great to see Benson back out on for the 5th time this season. He's made a case as Banana Ball's most entertaining pitcher with his backflip pitches, handstands, and countless dance moves, but he can pitch as he owns one of the lowest sprint rates on this year's tour. He's also struck out 19% of the batters he's faced, and that includes 2 trick plays via strikeouts. However, he is returning from injury, so he is going to be very limited in terms of the types of trick pitches that he can break out on the mound today.
Last time we saw him was exactly a month ago, February 23rd, right here in Savannah. Great work by our athletic trainers, Francis and Casey, who we get to celebrate. This is, I heard from a fan, Athletic Trainer Month, Athletic Trainer Appreciation Month. I butchered it somehow, but they are the best. Benson's got Ryan Cox to lead it off, chops it over Blake, and between the legs, Chase Acuff, 3rd trick play of the afternoon. Separating from Baber, now a 2 trick play advantage here in the final.
That gives Acuff some breathing room against his counterpart at 2nd base. And surprisingly, even though the lefty was up in Ryan Cox, hits it to the opposite field, and the shortstop gets the opportunity instead of the 2nd baseman like you might expect.
Alexiadis strokes that one up the middle. 2nd hit of the day for Super Reese. His first was a single to walk off the 1st. The base knock means that Kyle Jackson represents the inning tying run. Of course, trick play is an opportunity game. Baber has only had a chance for 1 so far today. Outside of the trick play that he claimed, it was the laser beam of the bat of Dan Oberst that he made a fine play to get a fielder's choice on. Big swing and a miss from Jackson, behind 1-2 now. first batter that Benson ever faced in his Party Animals career as he checks on Alexiadis. Like a 6-pitch guy. Fastball, sinker, changeup, slider, curveball. And once in a while, a knuckleball. There's the slider right there, and Skoll's gonna track the liner down. And look, Alexiadis back to first.
Great read by Alexiadis, only going halfway as Skoll made the catch.
And here comes Bill Leroy from the locker room. Joyous journey from the locker room to home plate that was for one of the twin princes of Banana Land, Bill Leroy, here in his 8th year, and has become obsessed with Rocksteady by the Whispers. My sources in the locker room say that they do not go a day without hearing it due to one of their co-captains, the man at the box, that is.
And for that reason, he's my yard card.
We'll take a line drive single instead.
That'll work.
Just got it out in time.
Billy's signature walk-up strikes again. May not have left the yard, but that's a clean single that he's gonna take as the Party Animals look like they may be trying to start a fire over by their dugout.
Yeah, that's pretty textbook right there. Now Dalton Malden, he's got himself a barrel. And back-to-back at-bats with a knock for the songbird of our generation after his 10-pitch battle against Sean Fluke last night that ended in the 2-run triple. Next pitch he sees, he says, 10 pitches. That was pretty laborious. I think I'll just do it on the first this time. Picks up another RBI. Cuts the inning lead in half for the Party Animals, who it seems like are sacrificing their bow ties to the banana ball gods. I don't think they're actually allowed to light a fire on the turf. It seems like a major hazard. Keep an eye on it, though. All right, Jackson bounces this one. Jacobo bounces it between the legs, loses the handle, though, and Ty will beat the wrap at first, hustling down the line. And a costly trick play missed for Jacobo at third.
We had the trick play miss to start the 5th inning that resulted in a point for the Savannah Bananas that scored on a DR Meadows walk-off single. Now it's Jacobo yet again. This is much of what we've seen. He's impressive with the trick plays, but sometimes just picks the wrong opportunities and gets a little too aggressive.
It brings up the doctor, who has been infallible today. 2 for 2, a run driven in, a run scored, a sprint sandwiched in between a pair of singles. And now tied for the tour lead in walk-offs, as we have discussed. Trying to be the first man to double digits. Maceo Harrison trying to dance to success. Here comes a trick pitch from Benson. Big bender, DR. Did he check his swing? Vincent Chapman says yes. Inning tying run at third, inning winning run on second. Nowhere to put DR. Deuce is now wild. Two shakes. And Benson wanted the fastball, does not execute. Ball 4 loses the inning for the Party Animals. Strike 3 wins it for them. The payoff. Bender just misses. Oh man, nice backdoor curve. Just a hair out. And DR grabs his second walk-off of the afternoon, his 10th of the tour. And the Nanners turn a 2-run deficit in a 3-2 inning win. They are now up 5-zip.
We talked about the point differential early on in this ballgame. The Party Animals were 3 points better than the Bananas entering play. Now with the Nanners up 5 today, all of a sudden it is swung back in Savannah's favor as they're up 2 on the boys in black and pink.
An oldie but a goodie on the celebration. That was the trick play miss that extended the innings. The little things in banana ball. It's the difference between a 4-1 game and a 5-0 game right now. As we will look ahead to our next broadcast, it's going to be a special one.
Yeah, in a week's time, we'll be over in Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves. I know it's a series that a lot of the players are looking forward to. D.R. Meadows, Bill Leroy, Andy Archer, Jake Skoll, Austin Krasminski, the latter 3 who are all kind of from that area.
Right.
And I myself am pretty excited, seeing as how I have been to nearly 100 games in that ballpark.
Nearly 100?
Nearly.
Okay. Past 90 then?
I think so.
That is awful impressive. Zach Phillips, former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer, will take over for the Nanners with a 5-point advantage. And there's a hot dog in the fire now. There's a banana down there. I mean, Party Animals are trying anything at this point.
Well, the hot dog might just be a good conductor of heat. Might be what you need to kind of get it started. You know, it's your mock fire starter, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'll have to check with my dad on the science behind that.
I think it works.
Dennis Scala, if you're watching, Sunday afternoon up in Saugerties, New York, shoot me a text, let me know about how flammable hot dogs, especially a hot dog in a bun, is. I would like to know. I mean, I've definitely lit hot dogs on fire, around a fire.
But have you ever lit a drum dog on fire?
No, that one fair down the left field line. Drew Gillespie jackknifes out of the way. And Hampton stays red hot. That is his 2nd knock of the day. And his 5th of the weekend. He's now 5 for 11. 3 extra base hits.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Reese Hampton looks like he might be back for this Party Animal squad. Has had a pretty cold start to the 2025 World Tour. But 5 hits, 4 runs batted in. You're certainly going to be happy with that. He hopes to build on it come Truist Park.
Fisher skies this one. Meadows making his way in, is going to tap it up and barehand it to make sure that there's no funny business with Hampton attempting a tag from second. SDR grabs another trick play. He's gotten a trick play on each of the last 3 outs for the Bananas. Big Skoll steps in. The bingo to the bingo on second base. They've been separated a little bit from bongo, though. Grayson Bloomer down in the 6th hole with Hampton and Skoll in the top 3. Well, I'll tell you what, that's going to play for Jake. Brand new hit streak has started. Stop sign from Anthony Coromato to Hampton. Smart move. A relay from Cox. Definitely beaten Reese to home plate. And with just 1 out, offers an opportunity for the tour leader in runs driven in to bring Reese in with a productive out. Big curveball from Philly, misses down and in. Fastball inside as well, 2-0 count. Cosgrove has to look out for 4-seam, 2-seam. Cut fastball, curveball change from the pride of Texarkana, Arkansas. And that one laced out to left center. Andy comes through in the clutch once again. Hampton scores. Skoll's going to go 1st to 3rd. 2nd hit of the ball game for the former Twins minor leaguer. 29th run driven in this year.
Now has multiple hits in 6 of his last 8 games, and he has 15 hits alone here in Grayson Stadium this season, and continues to hit so well with runners in scoring position too. Phillips continued to try and work inside on Cosgrove. That one over the heart of the plate, just a little too much.
Mark Smith pinch running, nice snap throw there from Leroy. behind Smith. As this one bounced off the diving attempt of Kyle Jackson, infield single for Chase Aka. Will drive in Skull. Back-to-back innings with a pair of runs for the Party Animals. The offense doing their job, hoping that the pitching staff can carry their part of the bargain as well. Second hit of the ballgame for Aka. Good to see Mike Vivacis getting an opportunity here. Player coach, the head honcho for the Party Animals, has taken off for third, and a dead duck is Mark Smith. Thought he had Phillips timed, and he's heading straight back to the dugout. First caught stealing of his banana ball career. Vava to the land of good and plenty. Holy moly! Monster two-run shot. Doubles the lead in the eighth for the Animals.
Mike Vivacis, a mammoth blast out of Grayson Stadium. Must have liked his chances quite a bit against Zach Phillips to pinch hit himself for Bryson Bloomer. And it's the Party Animals head coach. Now each of his last two hits have been extra base knocks, as Sam Bauman should have Vava down there. But first a little dance before he crosses home plate.
He celebrates the two-run shot the same way he came up to the dish. And the boys fired up for their skipper. We'll get it down to Bam Salmon.
Hey, Coach, what did you see there that you're the guy to put in?
You know, left-handed pitcher, primarily fastballs. That's my game.
Coach is coach. He knows his guys. He knows himself. Attaboy, Vava. Good job.
Thank you, Bam. Thank you, Vava. He missed a homer by less than a foot his last time up. That was down in Raymond James Stadium. Homecoming game for Vivacis, who hails from Hudson, Florida. And he went the long way. It was 357 down the left field line. He went to left center and was the only guy who nearly left the yard to the deepest part of that park. It was a laser beam, as that one could have gone to the backstop. Nice kick save, though, by Chris Walker. The ball goes all the way back to Phillips. I mean, he's got the oomph. That is his fourth career home run in banana ball. I think the combined footage is north of 2,000 feet on them. And now Ty Jackson tipping it up. Ryan Cox did tip it back to him. Now tip to DR. Triple trick play. Fifth trick play of the game for Ty Jackson. That is the second most all-time in banana ball history from an outfielder. What an afternoon for Ty 2 Fly. Let's get another look at the big blast from Vivacis. Oh my goodness, when he connects, ball go far.
Well, he's always trying to get himself a couple cuts in BP each and every day for the Party Animals. And that's a swing we've seen quite a bit, but in real time as the Party Animals finally look like they are primed to score that first point today.
Turn historic Grayson Stadium yellow here this afternoon. The sun spoils some of our fun when we do this without the ability to cut the lights. But always a blast and a magical moment nonetheless. That was Vava's first home run since he took Cowboy Kyle deep in the final game of the 2023 World Tour in Cooperstown, New York. That ball somehow, I think, was hit even further than this one. Out of Doubleday Field, over the trees. I think he cleared 3 or 4 streets as well. Part of that 2-1 Party Animals victory. Put the bow on a 9-game winning streak to end the tour, steal it from the Nanners. Magical game, of course, for Vivacis. Got to have his magical moment as well. There's something so majestic about Vava getting a hold of one. It fills me with joy. Princess Potassia, I'm sure this scene fills you with joy as well.
We love you so much, Banana Nation. And Florence has something to say, too.
Excellent work, Mini Princess Potassia. Jake Lialios, the new man on the mound for the Party Animals. He's got the most run support out of any of their arms so far today, a 4 spot that he's looking to earn a point behind.
And Jake Lialios, it appears, has not ditched his bow tie. He's instead going to rock with it on the mound. We have 26 trick plays currently in today's ball game. Hopefully Lialios is able to keep some on the ground or at least induce some to his outfielders as Skull has an opportunity.
Tip drill, he'll pull it in. Trick play number 27 on the afternoon. Get another look at it. It's a lot tougher than it looks. I know it's a very popular trick play for the outfielders. Trust me, I've tried plenty out there. Have a ball skied to you and you have to line it up, have the strength behind the glove to tip it up into a space where you can corral it or one of your teammates can take control of the situation. Now Lialios brings in Baber, Acuff, and Hampton. He's given us a little 8-2-2. It's always a production when Lialios is at the middle of the action. There's nobody who can move their body quite like Jake. And smooth right into the pitch as EJ skies it in the infield. Swan into foul territory. He's gonna come down with it on his knees for the second out.
Tricky route for Skull, and even with the shades on, is contending with the sun in the sky. That's why you saw him drop to his knees to make that catch for the Party Animals. 2 quick outs for Lialios, but the dangerous Robert Anthony Cruz at the dish, 2 for 2 with the ball for a sprint today.
Lialios ahead 0-1. Throws a ton of fastballs, saw one right there, works in the 12-6 curveball, a changeup, and will cut the ball as well, especially in on the hands of a lefty like Rack. Goes right back to the 4-seam, this one fouled, left side, Cosgrove and Jacobo racing over towards their dugout and cannot track down the ball. So an 0-2 count on Cruz. Cosgrove laughs it up with his teammates. Well, the nice thing here for Lialios, he could groove an 0-2. Doesn't matter if Rack hits it to the moon. He's got 4 runs of support. He goes to the 12-6 curve, it's fouled away. It's got to be a pretty freeing feeling coming out there with the 4 spot behind you. As you get to the rubber, let it eat. That's what Jake's doing. High fastball, what a job. Chase Acuff, tough hop. Would have had his 4th trick play of the afternoon, but Swan not able to grab the behind-the-back snag, and it ends up clanging off the tripod of Ed Doggy over there in foul territory. Consummate professional, never even left the camera. Calm, cool, collected. Beautiful trick play started by Acuff. He does not get credit for it, and then the ball nearly came into your living room there.
I think it was just a throw a little too high for Jason Swan. If Acuff had landed that trick play, it surely would have put away Dustin Baber in this competition, who's got a chance for the trick play and fumbles the between the legs transition. Now each of the Party Animals infielders with a missed trick play in today's ball game, and it looks even more likely that the Animal shortstop is going to come away the victor in this bracket competition.
Yeah, that's most likely the nail in the coffin. Where did that miss? I guess Chris Walker's gonna say hi. Looked like a beautiful bender on the camera. And of course, Lialios follows it up. Great tunneled fastball. Came in on the same plane. Lialios took a bite, fouled it straight back. And taking off and taking second easily is Ryan Cox. Bananas still do not have the tying run up to the dish. It's going to get a little spooky. The Party Animals Kingdom. Now 2-2 count on on Alexiadis rather after a pitcher's pitch from Lialios. And spikes a fastball. Great stop by Cosgrove. Back-to-back trick plays missed are the reason why this inning is not over yet. Acuff leads the competition 3-1 still. We have to get to the bottom of the ninth for Baber to have a chance to take a tremendous Party Animals rally, which we have seen before. Most they've ever scored in an inning, 7 runs. In Kannapolis, North Carolina. They did it again last year in Salt Lake City in the ninth. Uh-oh! Reese Alexiadis! Moon ball to the left field landing. And just like that, it is a 1-run advantage for the Party Animals.
What an afternoon for Super Reese. 3 hits, now 4 runs batted in. You think about the trick play that he collected in the infield earlier in the game. Definitely the best performance we've seen from the Bananas right fielder in 2025.
Another look at the mighty swat from Super Reese. And pulls out the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Holy moly. The Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there know the significance of that. All right, this one's skied. Left side, Acuff underneath it. He's just gonna make sure that the Party Animals claim a point. Makes it a 5-1 game. Going to our final inning where every run scored counts as a point. All 3 runs against Lialios, of course, unearned. Should have been a 1-2-3 inning if not for the trick plays missed. But Alexiadis happy to get a crack at it. Drives his 3rd home run of the tour out of here. And you get a look at what getting to the final inning means. If the Party Animals can notch 4 runs against the Bananas here, and the Nanners cannot put any up in the bottom half, we will go to showdowns. Nanners trying to win their first series in Grayson Stadium this year. This is their 3rd try. Party Animals have taken 2 out of 3 in each of the first 2 we've had here. It'll be a tough task. We're going against one of the greatest pitchers in Banana Ball history. The overall numbers on the tour, not what we're used to for Hosley, but he is finding his groove as of late. He's been dominant in his last few outings.
Yeah, he is still dealing this season for the Bananas, and he continues to work awfully quick on the pitcher's mound. He's still striking out over 30% of the total batters he's faced. Every time he's appeared here in the month of March, he's recorded at least 1 strikeout. He's hoping that trend continues as he tries to finish out this game and get the Bananas that first series victory here in Savannah.
And the graphic does not lie. He can, in fact, do it all. Guy who started at 3rd base on Friday night, started in right field last night. Now comes in to try and shut the door. And give the Bananas a 2-game advantage. Going to the home of the Atlanta Braves this coming Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. Bottom of the order, trying to make some magic happen for the Party Animals. 8, 9, and 10 as Sal Jacobo chases the high fastball. 0 for 3 so far on the afternoon. Fouled out to a fan his last time. Tough luck. This happens to be the first man to foul out to a fan in Grayson Stadium this year. And behind 1 and 2 here. Can't forget about the low to mid-90s fastball from Hosley that he just fouled away, but the Vulcan change is filthy. And the 12-6 curve, disgusting as well. Sticking with the gas liner straight to EJ. Quality at bat for Jacobo. Found himself a barrel. It just happened to find its way right to Eric Jones Jr.'s mitt.
Right barrel, wrong location for Sal Jacobo. Eric Jones Jr., another great play as he's moved over to first base. Now the Animals down to their last 2 outs this afternoon.
Justin Baber gonna try and kickstart the rally. Pops the fastball out of play. Fans still hoping for donuts. This is their last chance.
2 strokes to go. Keep it going. Donut.
Peter just misses. Oh, hey, oh. That was a very friendly strike call for Hosley. Baber shocked. And there's the 12-6 curve. Holy moly. Bottom fell out of that one. 1-2 now. This one out to center field. Good muscle behind it for Baber, but tracked down by the doctor. And the Animals now down to their final out. It's up to Jason Swan to start the merry-go-round.
It's hard for the Party Animals to choose to go to a golden batter, being down so many points in the 9th inning, especially if they can start the stage, a couple of 2-out knocks. That's when you think about the possibility of trying to bat somebody like Hampton or Jake Skull.
Swan's the guy you want up in this spot. He could start the rally. I mean, Swan, Hampton, and Fisher get aboard, and Jake Skull, the best hitter on the tour, would represent the tying run. Swan has earned 11 ball-4 sprints this year. He's only struck out 3 times. A 420 on base percentage. Perfect second leadoff hitter. Hosley all smiles, delivering a 2-1. Swan ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Comes a free heater. Chop to the left side. Kyle Jackson under the leg, over to first in time. Hosley does his job. Manners dominate, cruising to a 5-1 victory. They take the series and now are up 11 wins to 9 over the Party Animals.
For the first time in 2025, the Bananas are able to claim a series win at home. And the points impressive for the boys in yellow over the last 2 ball games, 11, as they wind up better than the Party Animals this weekend.
Yeah, the beauty of our young sport is it almost always comes down to the final inning. Neck and neck, so often we've seen showdowns this year. Last night and this afternoon, outliers. Pure domination from the Bananas. And they get to dance to celebrate. Tim Bauman will have our showman of the game once the boys are done boogieing. We will get to crown Chase Acuff the champion of our first ever trick play tournament. This is March. And while Ty Jackson had a wonderful ball game, 5 trick plays, a hit by pitch, it was the home run from Reese Alexiadis in his last trip to the ditch that vultured the showman of the game away from Ty 2 Fly. Let's get it down to SB.
Pico, Josh, our showman of the day, Superman Reese Alexiadis. Reese, you came over to me after your trick play there, after the Superman dive. You said, no interview. You hit a home run. You came over to me. You said, what, no interview? Reese, you got the interview. How's it feel?
It feels amazing, but I'm a little disappointed in how late in the game. I mean, the game's over, and I'm now seeing you. I just wish it was earlier, but I forgive you.
A forgiving guy. Reese, was there any magic, perhaps superpower in that jump we saw? It seemed like that just kind of sparked it. We saw the walk-off of the inning as well today.
Yeah, there was 2 things. One, Josh, I would love to know what my batting average is when I wear sunglasses on the day games, because I think it's pretty high. So there's magic powers in here. And also, I got a Blue Eyes White Dragon in my pocket, so yeah, if you know, you know.
The guys, Reese, you know what? We got something here. We were trying to auction this off earlier. It's a signed jersey from you, obviously. There were bids upwards of $1 million, and that's a lot to value. But Reese, I'm thinking maybe we could soak up a little bit of the magic here.
Now, it's priceless.
Guys, we've just upped the value of this, and Reese Alexiadis upped the value of our game today. Our showman of the day, Reese, it's always so lovely talking to you.
So great to see you. I think that was my first one.
First one, and what a memorable one. Pico, Josh, get that stat. The the glasses. And if you guys want this sweaty face sweat, beard scruff, you can get this on the auction, guys, for real.
SP, I've got you and Reese covered. It's a 286 batting average, an 850 OPS in day games this season for Super Reese, who again was our showman of the game. 3 for 4 performance, 4 runs batted in. He just did everything right in today's ball game, and it really started with the defensive highlight that we saw early on the 3-2-2 pitch coming out of the hand of Jared Donaldson. Superman dive, he takes a tumble, he is right back up and ready to make a play, go between the legs and throw over to Correll Prime for the out. And then, of course, for Super Reese, had a walk-off single in his very first at-bat of the ball game. But against Jake Lialios, even though it wasn't a walk-off for Super Reese, this 3-run homer just made it an undeniable game for him, as he also had a signature walk-up. Today was not much of a temporary setback for our Bananas right fielder.
No, he was both the princess and the pauper. I think that makes sense. I haven't watched the movie. What an offensive onslaught from the Nanners today. It all started with Reese walking off that first inning, and it ends with his 3-run blast, albeit, lost 8th inning, but really impressive nonetheless.
And I don't think what you want to forget, we are focusing a lot on the individuals, especially Alexiadis, but 28 trick plays were recorded in today's game. Before this weekend, that was the single game record. The Bananas and Party Animals broke it on night 1, and now they tied their record from last year here in game 3.
Yeah, that's the second most all time. Speaking of trick plays, it is Chase Acuff, one of the greatest to ever do it, who wins the whole thing. The Banana Ball Trick Play, Banana Ball Challenge bracket of March Madness Challenge, AKA the dance. He went through Rack, he went through Meadows, and he took down his double play partner Baber when it mattered most.
Yeah, it was a really impressive weekend for Chase Acuff. It was a sign of really great things when on Friday night he had 6 trick plays for the boys in black and pink, dispatched of Rack really easily. And, he made it look pretty easy overall in today's game. Got it started with a tip drill trick play. Then you see Acuff behind the back transition. Did struggle with it just a hair, but was still able to grab that out thanks to that Swanee stretch. And then you saw one between the legs for good measure.
And could have had a 4th as well. Would have been his best of the ball game. Fielded a tough hop between the legs backwards with his keister facing home plate. Swan tried to go behind the back, didn't get it, but Acuff did not need it. He beats Baber 3-1 after taking down Rack 6-0 and DR 1-0. Welcome back inside with Josh Chalevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here in virtual Banana Land. As you can see right there, special 2 games on the horizon now. This coming Saturday night, we will be in the home of the Atlanta Braves, Truist Park. What a beautiful ballpark. I've had the pleasure of seeing one baseball game there, the New York Yankees against the Atlanta Braves way back in the summer of 2021. It is epic. The Battery is beautiful. It's going to be a really special venue for Banana Ball, and we're going to see the Nanners coming in 2 games up on the Party Animals as we'll get game 21 and 22 of this tour.
Yeah, that means it's going to put pressure on the Party Animals to win each of those games in Truist Park to even up the season series. But we did see last year when the Bananas and Party Animals did battle in Gwinnett County, it was the Animals who won 2 out of the 3 games in that series.
Big shout out to our entire cast and crew who were phenomenal across the weekend. A lot of legendary moments. The one that stands out the most for Biko, Nate Tellier last night. Holy moly. If you're not following Banana Ball on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, 4chan, I don't know where else it is, you are missing out. I mean, holy moly. Tellier with one of the greatest plays in Banana Ball history, especially when you take trick plays out of the matter. And I was just so proud of how we were able to cover it here on BTV. 3 wonderful replays, covered great live. It's an all-timer for me.
Yeah, it was really a sensational play. One of the greatest non-trick play highlights is how I put it on Twitter last night. Tellier was phenomenal, and for the most part, from a trick play standpoint and from a just general defense standpoint, the Bananas and Party Animals were fantastic all weekend here in Grayson Stadium.
Big thanks to our EP, Yvonne Trezak, our director down in the control room, Chad Reese, everybody in between, all our wonderful camera operators who had a lot of balls heading their way this weekend and did not flinch once. And thank you so much to Sam Bauman down on the field as well. For Josh Chalevsky up here in the booth, I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. The Bananas take it 5-1 today. They finally claim a series on their third go-around against the Party Animals here in historic Grayson Stadium this year, and we will see you Saturday night in Truist Park. Cannot wait for it. It will be 7 p.m. Eastern with the first pitch. We'll kick off the pregame show a few minutes beforehand. Until we see you on Saturday night, we will see you later!